this video we're going to remove these two broken screws and we're going to repair that so that we can put the screws back in. This is a very common problem. You tend to get screws snapping like that in certain circumstances. If you've ever tried to remove a decking screw, for example, they are notorious for breaking as soon as you try to unscrew them. The head just normally shears right off. With this, I've just rigged this up as a demonstration on the bench. So I'm going to remove the final screw there. And then in the other two holes, we've actually got a broken screw, and they are the two screw heads. In order to remove the two screws, I'm going to use one of these, which is a diamond coated hole saw. These will cut through almost anything. If the screw is sticking up above the surface, you can simply use that like so, and the actual screw will stop the drill bit from slipping all over the place. In this example, we're going to have to use something like that, so I've simply drilled a 7mm hole in a piece of scrap wood. We can align that over the hole and then clamp that down, and then we can use that as a guide to get the screw out. There may be some places where you can't use a clamp. If that's the case, you can simply drill a couple of holes in that and screw it into position temporarily. So we've now got the drill and we're going to proceed to drill out the broken screw. Once we get the hole started, we can actually remove the guide. And then we're just going to continue to drill that out. Basically, this is grinding away the wood. As you can see, the wood is a little bit burnt, which is to be expected. If the actual hole saw gets clogged up with sawdust, you will have to take that out. You might have to clean it out using a small diameter drill bit. And it does look like we've actually drilled it out there. Now you will need something to push out the broken screw. I'm going to try using this welding electrode. And there is the snapped screw. We now just need to repeat that on the other snapped screw. And again, we've removed the screw. You have to watch these, they do get a little bit warm when you're using them in wood. And the screw's actually been pushed right out the back that time, so we can just pull that straight out. Now we just need to get a couple of dowels and the correct sized drill bit, which in this case is 8mm. And then just going to drill the holes out to the correct diameter. For this demonstration, I'm just going to use some super glue because My wood glue is on a job and it's about 30 miles away. Can then push that in there. Can actually wipe off the excess. Once the glue's dry, we can then cut them off flush. I'm going to use this multi-tool. If you don't have one of these, you can of course use a sharp chisel. And then align that back up, put the screw back in. And then we can take a hinge sighting drill. Just put 2 pilot holes in there. And then we can put 2 brand new screws in, ensuring that we've got the drill driver set on a low torque setting. So that's it, we've removed the old broken screws, put some dowels in and inserted some new screws. I hope you found this video useful. If you have and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel.